there's a certain direction that I can't really, I don't know which one is in English, but in Oshwambo there's a certain direction. Apparently if you go in that direction, many people go missing and they never return. So
that's crazy.
That whole incident just reminded me of those things that I grew up listening, of those stories. I don't know if it's tales or stories, I don't know if it's true, but we've had people who have gone
missing
that direction and they never return. Nothing has ever been found of them.
It's funny you should say that, because I know in Zimbabwe they have these places that are sacred, basically, right? So if you, like, I know, is it Chinoi Caves, I think? And Mount Nyangai, is it Mount Nyanga or Mount Nyanga? I don't know. That's become a correction. But these are places that are very sacred. So even when you go up there with a tour guide, they'll actually tell you you cannot pick, like if you see a fruit, you can't pick a fruit. If you see something weird or amiss, you don't say anything. Like if you see a purple snake, you don't say anything.
Why would I go there?
You do not say anything until after you have left, because you'll just disappear.
Oh no.
You will literally just disappear. Like when I say you will just disappear, I don't mean like poof, there's smoke and you're gone. So apparently what happens is you will wander off. Like, let's say you say, ugh, I hate this place. It's so, like you speak negatively about it, right? Then you just see like maybe like a purple snake, and then you just turn, next thing you're lost.
Oh,
you just wander off, and then people never find you. And these are actually, like if you Google some of these stories, they're actually real. Like there are a lot of people that have gone missing and have never been found. People send out like search and rescue parties, and these people have never been found.
I think some things, like they're mysteries.
They're mysteries. I think it also like just reminds me of the Malaysian Airlines MH370. It's been how many years now? I think that plane disappeared in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It's been 10 years. Like they were saying, yeah, we found evidence that, but a lot of people don't believe it. A lot of people believe that either the government planted those airplane pieces, because it all became a little too convenient. How can you not find a plane for so long and then some pieces wash up ashore in Mozambique? Things like that.
A plane is something so big.
It's huge.
How does it just disappear?
Just off the face of the earth.
No track,
evidence.
no
nothing.
evidence, nothing.
You should actually go watch. There's a documentary on Netflix, the MH370 documentary. It's just 3 episodes long. It won't take too much out of your time, but it's just interesting to hear the different conspiracy theories and what people were saying and what people were thinking happened to the plane. But I'm also really starting to believe, like, oh, maybe aliens had a hand in it. Because, again, how do you explain a whole Airbus just missing?
Yeah, some things I guess you just can't explain.
These are some of the things I want to ask God. The minute I get up to, I'm like, but God, sit down. Let's have a talk.
Where is this plane?
Where is this plane? Like, where did it go?
Not
Like,
that I care. Like, even now, there's nothing I could do about it. I just want to know.
I just want to know.
Sometimes you just want to know.
Even Chinoi Caves are asking, like when the people disappear, where do they go to? Things like that. Like some of these Earth's mysteries, it's kind of like the Bermuda Triangle. You know the Bermuda Triangle? They say like planes and ships have gone missing in the Bermuda Triangle and they've never been found. Yeah.
It's scary, actually.
It's terrifying. This is why my dad never flew. Yeah, my dad would do anything
to not fly.
Because he was like, at least with my car, I have some sort of control. If I'm in a bus, I can maybe kick down the window. Like I could try something. With a plane, you just see and you just know,
turbulence.
It's fine. Turbulence. Next thing, it's a nosedive. You're like, it's fine. My dad, there was a time he was sick and he had to fly to South Africa to get treatment. It took a lot of convincing. We're like, it's just a 2-hour flight. He's like, but I don't want. And we're like, please. So he was just fine with not flying. He would rather drive everywhere. Yeah. That was my dad.
No, but the earth is full of a lot of mysteries.
Full of a lot of mysteries that we haven't even uncovered.
Sometimes it's better off you don't ask questions, because the moment you find out and then it corrupts your mental space.
Exactly. This is kind of like with God saying you shouldn't eat from the tree of life because the things that you'll see and things that you'll know will be too much for you. I guess that's why certain things we must never find out.
Yeah. And on that note, we will return with certain things that you absolutely need to find out.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back, and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school. There's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Now, does it really smell the coffee if we don't bring you bizarre news? It's not. Now, a Nigerian woman is facing jail time for reviewing tomato puree. On September 16, 2023, Chioma Okoli posted a review of the Nagiko tomato puree she bought at a street market in Sangotego, Lagos on her Facebook page. She was telling the few thousand followers on her small business page that it tasted more sugary than other products, asking those who had tried it what they thought. The post received a diversity of opinions, but it reached ahead when a Facebook user commented, "Stop spoiling my brother's product. If you don't like it, use another one, then bring it to social media." Okoli responded saying, "Help me advise your brother to stop." As she was stepping out of church with her husband, she was accosted by 2 men and 1 woman in plain clothes who said they were police officers. She said they took her to the Ogudu police station, still dressed in her church attire. "They took me into one room. I sat down and they brought me more than 20 pages and told me those are my charges. I had forgotten about the post. Then I remembered." The 39-year-old mother of 3 told Al Jazeera they were charging me with extortion, blackmailing, and that I run a syndicate. Okoli is just one of several Nigerians who have been arrested, detained, or charged for allegedly violating the country's cybercrime laws. Now, it appears that the Nigerian police have not come to terms because in February an act was amended by the president following a 2022 ECOWAS court ruling directing the country to review it, stating that it is not in line with African Charter on Human and People's Rights. One of the major changes was Section 24, which was used to target dissidents on cyber-stalking charges. Now, Eric Omeofia, the CEO of Erisco Food Limited, the company that produces Nagiko tomato puree, came to the station. Okoli was brought to see him in an office where he shouted at her while she cried. He started shouting, saying, "So it was you that wanted Naira," which is over $3 million in damages. Okoli said she wrote a statement twice, but both were rejected. She was asked to copy an already prepared confession statement. It was like 100 people sitting on one person asking him to do one thing, she told Al Jazeera, saying she had no lawyer present. "I had to copy everything and give it to them, and they accepted it. And they now released me to go after 3 days."
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
That is so wild. What is this business person? A cult?
Like, the fact that you're being charged with over 20 counts of something, like running a syndicate.
Someone in power, or
I don't know.
Like, how did he just arrest? Or is this like a fake police setup?
It could be.
Perhaps.
Maybe, perhaps. But apparently they're very strict in Nigeria now about what you post and whatnot.
No, but that was an innocent post.
That was a review.
It's a food review. Everyone, we should all know what we are eating.
Exactly. And it's not even like she was saying, "Don't eat this product." She was asking, "What do you guys think
of this
product?" Because I felt it was too sugary.
And if there is so much sugar in your product, then just reduce the sugar. This is an opportunity for the businessmen to improve and actually make a product that, you know, the larger public would appreciate. I just don't understand where the animosity is coming from.
Apparently, Nagiko tomato puree, the sugar content in it is approved by the Food and Drug Administration in Nigeria.
Okay,
it's
that
acceptable.
should have just... moving over. To ban my kids from their grandparents' house after the grandparents gave them secret snacks. All right, chocolate, crispies, and any sugary treats are luxuries enjoyed by many of us now and again, even if we know they are not exactly brilliant for our health. But the woman claims that they are a step too far for her children, and it stirred up quite some drama. A mother is considering cutting ties with her own family after discovering they secretly fed her children a snack. Before delving into her story, the nameless mother insisted that she had spoken with the parents about this dreaded snack before claiming it's completely unnecessary and a big no-no in her kids' diet. But it was later revealed that the cheeky grandparents chose to ignore her concerns, feeding the little ones regardless. One day last week, my children went to their grandparents' house for a day. This was not a favor or babysitting. They wanted to have them, the mother said. They were given strawberries with ice cream and sugar. We specifically said before not to give them sugar with strawberries. We feel it's unnecessary and don't want them to get in the habit of making healthy foods unhealthy. While you may assume the grandparents had simply forgotten the rule before feeding these children, this couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, the parents claim her children were asked to lie about the situation so they wouldn't get in trouble. She continued, I'm annoyed that they have chosen to ignore our request, but I'm more annoyed that they have tried to get our children to keep secrets from us, because obviously some secrets shouldn't be kept.
Okay, this is, speaking from a mother's perspective, trust me when I say parents become grandparents and they lose sense. They lose sense. Like when I was growing up, we didn't have money for Hungry Lion, but now all of a sudden, because you have a grandchild, there's Hungry Lion every other day. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like grandparents have a very special bond
With
and
their
relationship with their grandchildren. I told my mother straight up, I was like, ever since you became a grandmother, you lost your senses.
You're too soft
You're
now.
too soft. Like what happened? So I don't think banning the kids from seeing their grandparents.
It's a bit extreme.
It's very extreme.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that she doesn't want her kids to get into this habit. Like, it was wrong for the grandparents to tell the children to lie about the snack. But sometimes kids can be very fussy. I know for a fact, even as a mom, like, there are certain things that, yes, you don't want to give your child. Like, maybe it could even be screen time. Oh no, you can't spend more than an hour on the iPad. And then they start getting really cranky and whatnot. And maybe sometimes you have something that you want to do. So you're just like, you know what, it's fine. An extra hour or whatever.
Yeah.
Things like that. It could have been a situation like that where maybe the kids were being fussy and the grandparents were just like, okay, you know what?
Just take.
I
saw on Keeping Up with the Kardashians the other day, Kim was like, oh my gosh, like I feel an immense... she just feels pressured to not say no. She can't say no to her children. Apparently, her children sometimes irritate her so much, and sometimes she just does whatever they want. She's annoyed, and she says no, and then they
start irritating,
tantrums, and then they cry, and then they...
Of course, we are also looking for an individual that just has team spirit, someone that can dance, someone that brings a vibe, someone that is able to basically lead the team to victory.
Okay, so I saw the video of you when you were calling out the so-called cheerleaders, and you were doing the Twalabam. So now that automatically kind of like disqualified me, because the minute I start doing the Twalabam, it's not going to look like how it looked when you were doing it. Now you're going to ask me, am I having a seizure? Like, Diana, are you okay? Having a seizure. So now I need to know, do I need to know how to dance to Amapiano? Or like what do I need to be a good dancer?
You don't need to be a good dancer. You can be an okay dancer.
Okay.
Listen, we here at Synergy know how to take a good dancer to be a great dancer.
Okay.
All you need to do is know how to do a move or two.
Okay.
Because obviously we're going to give you a little bit of a choreo, and you're going to just mimic that. But the choreo is not very complicated. It's something very simple. If you watch cheerleading videos on YouTube, you'll be ready and prepared to do that. So it's something very simple. Obviously, there's a little bit of everything, a little bit of probably hip-hop, something in amapiano, something in gqom, but it's a very easy choreography.
Okay.
Trust and believe. If you are able to move, you'll be able to do it. And of course, also very important, we are looking for people that can chant. So if dancing is not your thing, maybe you're very good at chanting.
Okay.
You're very good at leading the team when it comes to, those spirit chants.
Yes.
Like, back the boy kids.
Yeah,
I don't know, yeah.
Like just to get the vibe going.
Just to get the vibe
so,
going.
fun fact, I was actually the captain of my cheerleading squad in high school.
I was
so,
kicked out.
I'm like, huh. So, when it comes to the flips and the whatnots, I'm there. I'm up die. I'm up die, but there by the two left feet, I'm also up die.
Yeah.
All right. So, when and where will the auditions be held, and what should the dancers bring along?
Well, the auditions will be held at the Dr. Hage Geingob Stadium on the 14th of June at exactly 3 o'clock. We start with the auditions. Bring along your A game, bring along your water, and bring along your energy, because listen, it's going to be one very amazing day. So enthusiasm, energy, spirit is what we're looking for. And 3 o'clock, 14th of June, Dr. Hage Geingob Stadium. Catch me there.
And also, please do bring along comfortable clothes that you can actually showcase.
Actually,
Like, you
yeah.
don't want to bring a short skirt with no tights under, because now what if you want to show us you can do a flip, but now you're wearing just a skirt. So do bring along some comfortable clothes that you can, fully showcase your moves.
Indeed.
Now, there's a lot of excitement around this game. What else can we expect from Synergy Marketing for this game?
Well, listen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news and say I can't spill too much. For you to see it, you need to get yourself a ticket to the Blue Bulls game, of course, as well as the Portugal game, grandstand ticket or general ticket, and you will see what Synergy has up their sleeves.
Okay, all right. Now, let's say someone wants to audition, but they're, shy or unsure of themselves. What would you tell them? What advice would you give them?
Listen, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, one. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that, listen, I can do it no matter what. Because when it comes to cheerleading, unfortunately, confidence is key. But confidence doesn't mean you need to now talk too much. You need to walk, eat, sleep, breathe confidence. Come, show us what you've got, and you just coming and showing us what you've got, that in itself is already confidence. So confidence is key. If you are not confident, unfortunately, you don't get through to us as much. So confidence is very, very important. It's what sells. Yes.
All right. And now finally, Hancho, I don't know if you can reveal this, but do you have an approximate number of how many cheerleaders you're looking for? Male, female? Are you just like...
We're looking for male and female cheerleaders. I am not going to state how many cheerleaders we're looking for, but if you come, you will find out.
You'll find out.
You will find out. You'll definitely find out.
All right, so you said the 14th of June at the Hage Geingob Stadium, at the Dr. Hage Geingob Stadium at exactly 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. auditions start.
Yes, we kick off at 3 p.m. on the 14th of June.
All right, I'm excited. I'm going to bring my little... my John Villigate
Please bring your John Villigate skirt, but don't forget to wear the tight, because we don't want to be flashed.
We don't want to be seeing things.
We don't want to see things. Just bring your enthusiasm, bring your A game, and most importantly, come and have fun with us. I mean, you might not get in, but you might create a long-term connection with us, and you don't know, we might just call you and say, listen, you stood out during this game, can you come to the Portugal game, for example? And there's loads more that Synergy has up their sleeves, so you might just scoop somewhere.
Okay, awesome. So I'll definitely be there, and we do hope to see you guys there. Please do show up in numbers. Excited to back the Boykies. On that note, we'll be right back with our goodbyes. And that brings us to the end of today's episode of Smell the Coffee. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. But until then, remember to choose yourself today.